SIL's husband had a secret vasectomy to stop her from wanting babies. Then he blamed her after I refused to let her babysit my kids. Throwaway account because, well, you'll see. Reddit, I need your judgment. I'm F32 in a huge fight with my family right now, and it all started with a phone call and a seemingly small comment. So, background. My husband, Mike, M34, has a sister, Jennifer, F36. Jennifer is, to put it mildly, the golden child of the family. She's a lawyer, married to a doctor, lives in a huge house, and always looks perfect. Like, seriously, I've never seen her with a hair out of place. She and her husband, David, M38, don't have kids yet, and they've made it very clear they're waiting for the perfect time. It's always felt a little judgy, you know? Like they're implying there's a wrong time to have kids, and, well, we had ours maybe a little earlier than they would have. I've always gotten this vibe that she thinks she's a little bit superior. Don't get me wrong, she's never been overtly mean, but there's always been this undercurrent, like she's subtly putting me and my choices down. Mike and I, on the other hand, have 2 kids, Ethan, M7, and Olivia, F5. They're amazing, energetic, and yes, sometimes they're a little wild. They're kids. They make messes, they argue, they have tantrums, normal kid stuff. I love them to bits. Anyway, last week I was on the phone with my mom, catching up, and Jennifer happened to be there at my parents' house. I could hear her in the background. At one point, Ethan and Olivia were playing in the living room, laughing and being, well, kids. And I heard Jennifer say to my mom, clear as day, "Ugh, those brats. How does my name handle it? I couldn't deal. They are so loud." My jaw dropped. My Stavidoc just sank. I didn't say anything to my mom at the time, because I was honestly too shocked to even process it. But I was fuming, like internally combusting. Seriously? Brats? My kids are not brats. They're normal, healthy, happy kids. And to hear my SIL, who barely spends any time with them, call them that, it felt like a punch to the gut. Later that evening, I told Mike what I'd heard. He was surprised, and I could tell he was a little annoyed, but he immediately tried to downplay it. He said, "Babe, you know Jennifer. She probably didn't mean it that way. She was just joking. You know how she is. Joking." I said, "Mike, she called our children brats. That's not a joke. That's just mean. Remember that comment about Ethan's soccer? Or Olivia's on messy art projects?" He sighed. "Look, I get it. You're upset. But Jennifer's just Jennifer. She's stressed about work, and they're still trying to get pregnant, Cut her some slack." "Cut her some slack?" "Mike, she insulted our children, and she's been making these little digs for years. I'm starting to think this isn't just Jennifer being Jennifer. I think she genuinely doesn't like my kids. Or me." Fast forward to this weekend. Mike's parents were going out of town. They usually watch the kids for a few hours on Saturdays. This time, though, they asked if Jennifer and David could watch the kids instead. I immediately said no. Absolutely not. No way. No way. Mike was completely blindsided. Full story linked below.